back on Hawk Talk and back now in the office of Coach Stanton. Coach, it's been a while since we've talked to you. I think only one game. The season of the bye weeks continues. So just briefly discuss on the Dakota State troubles there and then into the bye week. What
we just didn't. It just wasn't our day. We didn't get off to a good start. From the beginning, and had a few penalties right off the bat, and we just didn't play very well. And to credit them, they got off to a good start. We got the punt blocked and actually got a second punt blocked and had some big momentum changers on the special teams, and we just didn't react as well as we needed to do. And sometimes those things happen. You just have to move on, and that's what we've done.
And still a huge opportunity this weekend with Mayville coming to town and it being essentially for us a conference championship game.
We
can
most
still
definitely
control our destiny.
Yeah, our coaches and players are definitely embracing the opportunity this weekend to play for an outright conference championship, and the first time in 5 or 6 years we've been able to do that, and our guys know what it's at hand, and we're excited about the opportunity to play Mayville. We were able to use last week to really get a lot of guys healed up, and this time of year you have a lot of bumps and bruises, and it was just a perfect time for a bye, and we've had a really good week of practice getting ready, and our guys want to get out in the field and establish and prove themselves again, and just we need to do that, but we also know it comes against a very good Mayville team.
Yeah, talk a little bit about Mayville, having a surprising year, I think, all things considering. They really played well, even in defeat. Have had some great games in the conference.
Yeah, they're very athletic. I think at the beginning of the season, they had some new faces and new guys come in, and it just took a little while for them to get together. But I think, them beating Valley City on the road was kind of what started and turned their season. Then I believe they won 5 in a row with that. And, defensively, they're very sound. Their inside guys are big and physical inside, and they've got a couple good linebackers that roam around well, and then their secondary guys are athletic. They'll come up and challenge you. Offensively, very athletic at receiver. The Robbins kid is just a good player, and Horner. Both those two guys are just good receivers, and their quarterback Blake just does a really good job of keeping plays alive and being efficient. And Jenkins at running back is good too. So they're just really athletic, very very efficient on offense.
Now it's also Senior Day on Sunday, or Saturday, excuse me, and a lot of players who have played a lot of snaps kind of make their farewell at the BAC. You want to touch on a few of those guys?
Yeah, it's always an exciting day and a hard day, in a lot of ways, because this group, just have been through a lot. They've been through a couple of years where we won 1 game and 2 games, and then now here they have an opportunity in their senior game to win a conference championship, and at the first end they were also one that they were a year out from winning a conference championship, but they're just been really solid. We've had some guys that have been here for 5 years, and then 4 of them that have been here 2 years, but just fine young men. And it's always, like I said, it's always hard when it gets to the end. Sometimes in college and college football altogether, it seems like it's gone forever, and then all of a sudden when you're done is where did the time go? And it's definitely the case with these guys, but there's 10 of those young men that are just hard workers and good leaders, and we want to make sure that we play very well and tribute to the guys that are playing their last home game.
Sure. So come out, see those guys play one last time at the BAC. Also see the Blue Hawks try to secure their first outright conference championship in quite some time. 1 o'clock Sunday or Saturday. I don't know. I keep thinking Saturday. See you there. Thank you. All right, folks, we've moved upstairs now. We're in Coach Hartmann's office. Coach, it's been a while. How you been?
Good. Really good.
Good? All right, well, take us through. It's been a couple of crazy trips distance-wise.
Yes.
Denver, Wisconsin. Give us a little information about those trips.
Well, we went down to Denver and ended up with 2 wins. And so that was really nice. The team played really hard, and then we went over to Wisconsin, played some really tough teams, and didn't come out with any wins, but got a lot of experience playing those top-level teams and stuff. And so it was a good experience all around. And then we came back, played Mayville and Valley City, and those were tough games to come off a tournament and then to play 2 conference matches like that. It was really hard. So we've just been working really hard in practice to kind of fix our mistakes and kind of minimize our weaknesses, and hopefully that hopefully it gets better when we play
Sure.
Dakota on Friday.
Sure. And that game Friday is back at home for once. That must be a
Yes.
relief after all the miles you guys have logged on the bus. Talk about being back at home.
Yeah, it just, that home court advantage, nothing really compares to it, and so we're excited. It's our breast cancer awareness night, so we're trying to pack the place in pink
Sure.
and really play for a cause.
And that game, we have another home game the following day, Saturday.
Yes.
That'll be the last home game of the year, but it's not really a senior night because this team is so young, and they're all going to have the opportunity to come back.
Right.
So touch on what's going on that day as far as the costume contest, I believe, and also the unique aspect of not really having a senior day.
It definitely is different to go into your last conference match without a senior night.
Sure.
And so, but at the same time, it's nice because it's not a bittersweet goodbye or anything
Yeah.
like that. So it's nice to not have the emotions high of the game and stuff. And they all know it won't be their last games of their career, and so that's always nice. But we have a costume contest, so come dressed up, however, and then during intermission between the second and third game, the crowd will cheer for whoever is the best. So.
Sure. And whose presentation on Saturday?
Yes.
Is that it? All right.
Yes. Yep.
So we got basketball, football, volleyball, basketball. Again, everything's happening.
Yes.
I totaled up to 8 sporting events over the next 6 days. So
Yeah.
no reason not to come out. Support Coach Hartmann's volleyball girls. Pink on Friday.
Yes.
Costume, whether it involves pink or not, on Saturday.
Yes.
And what time are those games?
Both 7:00.
7 o'clock both nights. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank
Get
you.
some wins. Welcome back to Hawk Talk. We've made our way over to the wrestling locker room. Haven't spent much time in here, believe it or not, but we're joined by our highest returning national placer. Sean, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Sean Elkins.
Where are you from?
I'm from Heber, North Dakota. I'm a redshirt junior this year.
Redshirting this year, correct?
Yep.
Sean had a injury in the off season, so he will not be on the mat. Is that correct? You want to talk a little bit about how that's shaping up and what your role on the team is this year?
Yeah, sure. So since I am redshirting due to an injury, my role's changed a little bit. I'm trying to help out the team in other ways, like making sure everyone's getting to class, or trying to help out with homework, or just emotional things, like being that positive influence, I guess, since I can't be on the mat helping get people ready for competition. It's the other aspects of being a student athlete.
Now, from a fan's perspective, we've seen a similar situation with Kaler on the football team, where he's been sidelined, but still a major part of that team, of that, even his position, making sure the quarterbacks are ready to go. Do you kind of have you learned anything from that process? And
Yeah, it's definitely an eye-opening process, because sitting on the outside, you see things that you don't normally when you're doing the actions and you're in the sport, actively participating, instead of just being an observer or a third eye, I guess.
Sure. Now, one of the main reasons we brought you in here, it's a huge weekend for Blue Hawks athletics. I've counted 8, I believe I'm correct there. We got 2 basketball games tonight. We got volleyball Friday, which is a pink out.
Yep.
Football Saturday, which is for the conference championship. Volleyball Saturday evening, which is a Halloween costume contest. Basketball, women's basketball Sunday, and then men's and women's basketball against Mary Tuesday. Now, folks who might not be able to attend some of the games might not know the role you play in non-wrestling sporting events. You want to touch on the vocal leadership you provide in that aspect of things?
I guess you could call it vocal leadership. I just like being loud and supporting our school, I guess.
I think the teams really feed off of the energy you're able to provide. So what's your game plan heading into the weekend?
Okay, so gonna drink lots of water, get that voice, ready, and just be loud. Just be really loud for a week straight, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean it's really a test of longevity at this point.
Yeah.
With so many sporting events. lots of opportunities. We got old rivals, old DAC rivals coming to town in basketball. Even at Canadian school, we can always have a little fun with them. And that football conference championship. So, is that filling a little bit of a void if the competitiveness can't come out on the mat?
Oh, yeah.
Have you been able to use your voice to find a place?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Using my voice is a nice substitute for not getting to compete.
All right, well, give the fans a reason to come out to. We'll touch on wrestling a little bit later on, since you guys have that second semester schedule. But as one of the vocal leaders, give the fans a little reason to come out to each and every sporting event this weekend.
Just come out and rep your school. We're all one big family. Birds of a feather flock together.
All righty, Hawks are up.
Hawks
Thank you,
are
Sean.
up.